First you need to start off by drawing the zigzag line, like so. The one on the other side is flipped, so it's not identical, it's flipped. The peaks pointing outwards should match up, and the peaks pointing inwards should match up with each other. They're facing in. The next thing that you need to do is draw in the actin. The actin, remember, is the thin band. You're going to draw those from the peaks and leave a space in the middle. So there should be a space here. Should be pretty even. From mine, it's not quite even. Okay, so on the inside and on the outside as well. Like so. These are actin, or the thin bands. So is this, and this, and this, and this. These are all actin. These zigzags are the Z line, or the Z disc. Either one is correct. There's one on each side, so this is also a Z disc. The Z discs help anchor the actin molecules. In the middle, we have the thick band, like so. This is your myosin, which is thick. And in the middle, anchoring the myosin, we have those three lines, which is called the M line. So we have two M lines. The Z disc helps anchor the actin. The M line helps anchor the myosin. And remember, on the myosin we have the heads, which I'm pointing away from the M line. So there are many, many more than this. I'm just drawing three to help keep it simple. When the sarcomere contracts, again, not to scale, just like in class, this is not to scale, these would be a little bit closer together. The actin and the myosin are connected. The myosin heads flip forwards, or in towards the M line, and it brings everything closer together. It's going to squeeze it all. So, actin, myosin, Z disc, M line. Now we need to start marking the zones. The first zone is myosin only. So that's going to be in this center area because there is no actin in here at all. I was never good at coloring as a kid. So this is the H zone. And technically I should not have these little overlaps. It's just kind of a mistake on my part. This is the H zone. The H zone is thick myosin only. The way you can remember it, H is a thick letter. The I band is actin only, so I'm going to use pink here. So here, this would not count because we have myosin in the way. It would have to be here. And there's another sarcomere next door. I could take this and easily put it right there. So I'm only going to go about part way in because there would be another myosin on this side. This is the I band. You also have an I band on the left. So in my case here, pink, I band. I band, I is a skinny letter. It is the light band. Because actin is so skinny and thin, it doesn't block a lot of light. That's why it's called the light band. So the light band is thin or actin only. This is also the I. Then our last zone is the A band. And the A band is the overlap of both. It only goes from the end of the myosin to the other end of the myosin. So here, I'm not going to color this one in because we already have that orange center from the end of the myosin to the other end of the myosin. This whole area, this whole middle area, is called the A band. The A band is also called the dark band. The dark band goes from one end of the myosin to the other, so it has an overlap of thin and thick. Since it's an overlap of thin and thick, that's why it's so dark as compared to the actin, which is a very skinny, thin molecule, so it doesn't block a lot of light. So A band, I band, H zone. When we have a sarcomere contract, the heads flip in, this M line stays in place, but everything is going to move towards the M line. It's going to squeeze in so that H zone gets smaller during contraction. Finally, remember that one sarcomere is from Z to Z. So I'm just going to put that off to the side here. One sarcomere is Z to Z. This would be just one small piece of a muscle fiber. So off to the top here, remember that muscle fibers look like long cigar-shaped molecules. This would be just one tiny section blown up here. You would have lots of these repeating over and over and over. And when the sarcomeres shorten, that's what's going to help contract your muscles so you can actually shorten them and do work.